Hi, you guys. My name is Anya Chrysanthon, and I am the host of the New Construction Marketing Podcast. Recently, I had a pleasure of attending Women in Residential Construction conference in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. And today I wanted to share some of the highlights from the conference. I was definitely blown away by the quality of the women that I met at that conference. From speakers to attendees, it was incredible to meet so many successful women who were breaking through the glass ceiling in the new construction industry. I will definitely have most of these women on my podcast. So you guys stay tuned and you will be so excited to meet them. I cannot wait to introduce you to some of them. But today I wanted to highlight some of my favorite parts of the conference and share it with you. Lakeisha Wood, Senior VP and Chief Marketing Officer of NAHB, talked about the fact that women and minorities continue to be underrepresented in the new construction industry. Our industry is 97% white man, so it's not surprising that who's entering into this industry, because who's recruiting in this industry. Lakeisha talked about the importance of not being apologetic in business communications. A lot of the times you hear females apologizing when we're communicating, and there's nothing to apologize about. You don't hear men apologizing. So be strong in what you're saying. The more you say it with conviction, the more you're going to be taken seriously. Also, don't be afraid to take feedback. The more feedback, and again, constructive feedback you receive, the greater opportunity we have to improve. Jamie Rainey, Vice President of Bain Conqueror Construction, blew me away. She is the youngest and only the second female president of her local home builders association. She is definitely a woman in charge. She knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go after it. With her message, she said that you can make a difference. Even the smallest step can make a difference. If you don't know where to start, get involved in your community. Look around you. There's always something that you can do. Showing up is the key. Show up, surround yourself with people who are excited and who are positive. She said she's not in competition with anyone. She's in competition with the person she was yesterday. And I think it's such a great perspective. She said, perspective is everything. Live, laugh, love. Life is like underwear. Don't be afraid to change it. That's another great quote of hers. One of the most unique sessions that was presented at the conference was a session by Poker Divas owner, Larkin. She equates playing poker with being in corporate America. Ellen's biggest lessons were assertive behavior is rewarded. You need to play to win, not to avoid losing. Patience is very important. Most of the time, you're not going to be dealt the best cards in the world, but you can still win even if you don't have the best hand. And I think that's a very, very good lesson. You can't only pay attention to yourself, otherwise you will lose. You have to understand other people and their motivation. And she also talked about the importance of nonverbal cues. And especially as salespeople, we know that 90% of what people say is nonverbal. It's not what we say, it's how we say it. So it's very important to pay attention to that. And probably by far the most touching presentation was from Lydia Water. She's a director of sales with Thrive Homes. She shared her personal story of overcoming challenges within building industry, of being passed up by a company for promotion, even though she was probably the most qualified for the job. She also talked about a heartbreak of working with a customer, and she was able to establish a great relationship with the customer over the phone and through email communication, only to be told that the customer does not want to work with one of those people when they met face to face. My favorite quote was that diversity is being asked to a party, but inclusion is to be asked to dance. And Lydia finished off her presentation by saying that she was definitely asked to dance at her current company with Thrive Homes. Dawn Duomo is a director of sales and marketing at Possibilities for Design. Dawn was very open about her experience of being fired and what a devastating effect it had on Dawn. I think most of us can relate to this situation when we equate so much of our self-worth with our place of employment, and when something does not go our way, we can lose all feeling of self-worth, and we can go down a very dark path. And she talked about her experience of coming out of this dark place in her life, and that you can move on, you can become stronger, you can learn from it, and you can move past it. So the key takeaway from the conference was, of course, that women and minorities continue to be underrepresented in this industry, but knowing that we have the power to change that. And it's up to us to do it because nobody else is going to do it. So what you can do to make a change is get involved in your local community, get involved with local schools to show them an example of what is possible for women in a construction role, always thinking through the next generation, what we can do to empower them and show them that you can have a lot of success in new construction industry. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this recap. Again, I cannot tell you enough about how much I've enjoyed being at this conference, and I cannot wait until you get to meet some of these guests in person very, very soon on my podcast. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Until next time, bye for now.